Today we need to sacrifice animals to make money. And by the looks of these things, we're doing Mother Nature a favor. Each one of them has a certain ability. Like a swan is going to get me $1 every day. When there are 3 or more swans on the field, plus 2. If adjacent to a puddle, plus 2 again. And that's particularly relevant because in 5 days we need $25 in total. So we can go ahead and skip to a new day right away because they'll just pop back out of the barn. They won't do anything exciting except give us a little bit of money. Now we're offered a gray wolf, a domestic pig, or a fox. I think I'm going to enjoy the fox because it preys on one chick, rooster, hen, or turkey. I know we have at least one of those, so it's going to eat that and we'll get $5. Plus, I'm just not really sure I want any roosters on the board. So day 2 comes out, they weren't quite side by side, so the fox doesn't get to eat yet. But there is a turkey. When a turkey's eaten by a fox, that's also $5, so that'll be $10 between the 2 animals. We just need a little bit of luck to get them to land side by side. So we'll just cruise on ahead to day 4. The fox is going to get both of them. He can only eat 1 per day apparently. That's a little bit sad. We're going to throw another swan on because there's more swans they get more money, and especially if they can land next to a puddle. We've got 2 days to make $7, so we're in good shape for that. I feel like the early game is about getting yourself set up anyways. So I hope you idiots are ready for a new day. I also don't really know how to get a puddle now that I think about it. Okay, well he finally ate that, so that should be a good bit of money. We're up to $32. I kind of like the idea of a calf as well, grow into a water buffalo, dairy cow, or musk ox after 5 days. And other creatures of those type in the same row yield +1. So actually that would be a good one to get. That's an investment, considering we already have more than enough money. And all we had to do so far was have the fox eat a bird. And $25, we have 36, so we're starting 11 ahead, but now we need 60 in 5 days. I found the puddle. It costs 2 cans of cat food, so we're going to take one of those, and I wish we could afford that because after, oh, we can afford that. I can't see my currencies, but after 10 days we get a rare item. So now we just need another swan and they'll synergize off the puddle really nicely. And they didn't go near the puddle here, so we need to start making some money. There is another swan, we'll probably take that. This is uncommon and it would be good for eating, but the swan build seems easier because then we don't have to rely on luck. We just have swans show up and make us money. Sort of like in real life. So there's the 3 swans, they all make $2. They're not adjacent to the puddle. We will throw another turkey down because the turkey does enjoy getting eaten by the fox. Okay, we got 3 days. We got to make $44. We've got to make some money for sure. We need some things to be eaten. Fox is going to eat the turkey, so that's a big help to us. So there we go. Now we only need, wow, $13 in 2 days. Okay, we're going to throw it down with another swan just to be sure we're keeping up on those because eventually the swans will sit next to the puddle and make us a little extra money. For now, it's just reliable income. And normally my income is very unreliable. So there we go. He got 4. So everyone else is going to make 2. The fox is not going to eat anything. Oh, we got a musk ox. I'm actually going to re-roll this, hoping for something a little bit luckier. We could get an alpaca. Actually, that's kind of nice because adjacent animal gains are increased by 1 time. Plus, it's the right kind of creature that can help us. And because we already have a musk ox, which was a rare spawn from the baby animal, other ungulata in the family will have a same +1 effect. He sat right on the pond that time. All right, so we're well ahead we're $25 ahead of where we needed to be, thanks to a little bit of luck. So we're going to start 25 up. We need $75 though. Then I'm going to take the piggy bank. +4 per day and immediately +3 times when removed. Not entirely sure I understand that, but we're going to take it. Adjacent dairy cow reduces the growth. I think we're just going to skip to the next stage. You know what? We're actually going to buy this and in 10 days we get another gift. This one is only 5 days away from opening. So those are going to make us some money. I feel like we need more animals on the board, especially the dairy cow types because those are the right kind. That's simply +2. And we got 4 days to make $56, so we've got to get to earning. We'll try and eat a bird if we can along the way, but I'm just really hoping we get some extra earnings thanks to my musk ox. I'm going to add a wild boar right now because it is a ungulate, and it's going to give +1, but it's also going to play off the furry cow. And if we get more than one of these, we get an extra money anyway, so that would have gotten extra money. I am feeling super articulate today. So that's going to get more money off the hairy pig. He's standing on the pond, so that was actually really good money. I'm going to throw down another swan for now. That's probably the last one we're going to buy, but if they're anywhere near the pond, they make money, and just having more swans on the board makes them lots of money. So as long as we make even just a little bit here today, we're going to be in good shape. The lamb has grown into a sheep as well. So we did it. We made $108. I think I'm actually going to throw down one of these too. +2 if the number of carnivores doesn't exceed 3. And I'm pretty sure there's only one other carnivore on there. Plus in one day we get to open our lucky blind box for one rare item. And today hopefully the animals line up. That wasn't really super great. None of the bonuses really triggered, but we did make 35% more than we needed. So now we've got $180 we need to do in 6 days. That's going to be quite a challenge. I'm actually going to reset these because I don't like any of them, and I'm really going to hope for something every empty space +1. That's not great, but it's not horrible at the same time. And given that I have lots of empty spaces, that's actually going to make me a bit of money because I'm being very selective about what I'm doing. We also found a gold shovel out of our item box. That gives me 1 cat food can every 2 days, and that's actually pretty big. That's going to be lots of rerolls. That one gave me 4 because it was next to a pond and another bird. We'll throw down another turkey because that can get eaten, and that's just easy money. We're already almost halfway to our goal. I can actually use 1 can of food to remove an animal too, should I want to. I don't really want to yet, but we might get to that point. Right now, empty spaces are making me some money. And any money is better than no money. Those guys are in the same row, so the pig should give a little bit of extra. The eagle's actually pretty nice. He preys on other birds. So we'll get an eagle when we want to get rid of all these, I can't remember what they are, the white bird. We've got 4 days to make $63, so I'm actually feeling pretty confident about that. Provided nothing too crazy happens. We need that fox to go near that bird though. Anyways, we're up to $60. We're making a lot of money every day. I'm not sure I've got anything I want. There is a flamingo, but they tend to stack with other flamingos, and this is the only time I've seen one, so we're actually just not going to buy anything. Empty spaces are money. Idiots come out, the fox is going to eat that bird, so we're going to get a big money there. So we're still way ahead of where we need to be. $210. A lark is fun just because it increases the appearance chance of rare or ultra rare animals, which we haven't seen yet. But a magpie is a natural choice right now, +3, which is huge. And then for each type of bird exceeding 3, +1. I guess we only have one type of bird on the map right now, so once we start getting some of these other birds around, we'll start doing well, because the ungulate thing isn't really working for me. So keep an eye on the magpie. How much money are you giving us? +1, +4. Okay, we're still getting 5 just off the magpie. So we'll throw another turkey down. That's basically just here to be eaten, and that's going to make the magpie earn us more. So far, so good. We need $180. We have $254. Oh, and no, actually, that's wrong. I need to get rid of maybe the wolf. Well, we need 180. We have 302, so I think we're going to be okay. Now we need 280. That's actually going to be a little bit steep. Then I'm just going to buy a nut pocket. This item will be removed after 5 days, ending one random rare or rare. I'm maybe not going to remove the coyote yet. He's actually still pretty good so long as there's not a lot of predators on here. Once we start getting full of birds, then we'll start taking out when we need the space. But for now, the earnings are too good to pass up because that's just a lot of money every round. That was 47. The eagle would start eating those. I'm not really ready to start doing that yet, so we'll maybe just throw down a chick because then in a few days, that's going to turn into another kind of bird, and that's going to have our magpie make us more money. Oh, and I also found the alpaca hat out of my other gift thing, so the multiplier for multiple alpaca can be stacked. So as soon as we actually find one of those, then we'll maybe see if that's worth our while. And I suspect it probably is. They're all going to rain their money offerings down for $50. We're getting like $50 per day. I don't want to put any more chicks down because I don't want it to turn into something that we don't really want. A flamingo is another type of bird though, and that makes +2. So the birds are adding up. The magpie is going to be our carrier. So that's +1. Then what's it going to give us? +8. Wow, that's big. I'm pretty sure we don't have any roosters. So if I throw down a rooster right now, that's just another type of bird for a magpie to enjoy. So we pretty much got the money we need. We still got a few more rolls to go to get us a little bit further ahead. And the magpie down here is +1, +9. So the magpie alone is giving us 10. So clearly the magpie just works on other birds. It doesn't really matter. They don't have to be different kinds. They just have to be different birds because I assume we have 10. So I'll add a little bit more because that's just going to keep the magpie earnings up. And if we can manage to find another magpie, we'll... Oh, we got a tiger? Wait, where did we get a tiger from? Uh-oh. And the tiger definitely just ate some animals. I'm not entirely sure what he ate, but he ate something. But here's our alpaca we can use. Adjacent animals gains are increased by 1 times. Oh, okay. So the tiger is actually going to take all of ungulates out. And he gives us +7 every day. Wait, are you an ungulate? Oh, he's going to eat our alpaca though. If we didn't have the alpaca, the tiger would actually be perfect, but I think we want to start using the alpaca to stack up, so we're actually going to sell the tiger, which is very sad, because that alpaca multiplier can stack. So we just need a few of those and to get big multipliers for big money. So the alpaca landed here, so everything beside him is going to be big. Something happened up there. I'm not entirely sure what. Something died. But there's $57. We needed $280. We have $435. Now we need $420 in 7 days. We're going to take another rare box. We got a lot of cat foods. Animals on the tile timed -1. Don't really understand that, so we're not gonna mess with that. We could reset. Okay, this is rare. All animal cubs growth time is halved. That seems good. So anytime we want to potentially grow something into a risky adult version, we can. I'm going to remove the fox at this point. Oh, he was supposed to eat that first. Well, whatever. I assumed that's what it would happen last turn because I saw something get eaten or consumed. I just wasn't sure entirely what happened. But here we go, $60. We got a few cat food things, so we're going to keep rolling. We're maybe just going to roll on a calf because its time is halved anyway. But what we really need is another alpaca at this point. But everything's going to pop out and we're going to start making some money again. And the calf is already almost grown up. We're just going to go ahead and roll it again. So we've only got a few days to make quite a bit of money, but I think even at our base, we're still doing really, really good just based on the amount of birds we have. Not a problem, about $60, pretty reliably. We'll throw down another swan. That's just going to be easy money, especially when they're near the pond. So that thing grew up into a water buffalo. That's actually just straight up +6 every day. And there's another water buffalo. So we'll throw that down for now as well. Because the muskox will actually boost those and they can be multiplied by the alpaca. Like today was $71, which is really, really big. And then the next day I got lots of birds next to the pond and the alpaca. So that's going to be a big, big bonus. $80 today. So we'll do another flamingo. That magpie is going to be absolutely rolling in money thanks to all these birds. And then if he can also stand next to the alpaca, that'll be big, but he got +1, +17. We're getting $18 just for the magpie. The animals were all boring. Roll again. Day 6 out of 9. The alpaca is sitting next to nothing particularly grand, but it's still going to earn us lots of money for the extra multipliers. We need more alpacas. We needed 420, we had 634, so we're 214 ahead. 620 in 7 days. We have a little bit of a head start, but that's still a lot of money. I'm going to re-roll these because we're pretty rich and see if anything fun pops up. So far, we'll just take another rare item. It's kind of a gamble, but this one's only 3 days away from popping, so we'll just keep on rolling. And I think even as it is, we're going to be okay because we got 6 days, and if we average $70 per day, yeah, we'll actually be fine just as is. These are all boring. We're going to roll. I want some rare things. We're going to roll again. Where's, oh, there we go, a lark. That's a bird. So more money for us. Increase its appearance chance of rare or ultra rare. We need more of those. And pretty soon we're probably going to have to pick a lane. And it's probably going to be birds. We have ungulates too that are making good money, but it's going to be the birds that really do us because that thing's earning 21 by itself. We've got 2 we could use here. The muskox is tempting, but I think birds are the way to go. Plus, if we get a group of 4 flamingos, there's an additional doubling effect. So that combined with the alpaca could be a really big multiplier. Plus, more birds are just more money. And now we have a higher chance of rare birds as well. I think we got 1 empty space on the board at this point. Well, there's another flamingo. So that's the 4 flamingo quadfecta and $87 for the day. So we're easily going to hit our goal.
Oh, there's a way to speed it up.
I was just wondering that because I'm really getting sick of the jingle sound. There's our first $100 day. Well, I guess we can grow a lamb. That's potentially going to grow into an alpaca. But now our thing is going to be full. So we're going to get rid of the wolf. Or whatever it was. I'm assuming it was the wolf. It looked a little bit like a dog. So now our baby lamb thing is here. And that's going to grow up in half the time. Hopefully into an alpaca for a big multiplier. Another $104 day. Oh, another lark. I didn't know the wild boar was a +7. Something's really valuable here. I'm going to get rid of the muskox because it's pretty low value by itself and it's just there to boost other ungulates. So this one could be a big earner. Maybe our thing was already full because I don't remember seeing the vulture turkey thing and more rare birds. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the water buffaloes at this point. We got $107. We're already over the goal. And we got an item called Lucky. There's a 10% probability of getting 1 additional animal selection per day. I like additional animal. And we got 1 empty space right now so we can still fit 1 thing in. Hopefully our earnings didn't drop too much on what we just did. Still got $103. So we needed 620. We're 250 above that. So now we need 960 in 8 days. I'm going to go ahead and reset these because we have the money to. So the lowest contributing animal each day and 3 times its money in money. We could get something called ethnic talent. Level 1, each adjacent, I think bird of the same type +1 money, which seems pretty good for us because we have adjacent birds of the same type quite a bit. So hopefully that turns into a bunch of extra money for us. So far, it looks like it's going to stack up pretty good. There is $136. We did find a rare reindeer, adjacent X animals +1 money. So if it stands next to the same animal every day, I think it gives an extra boost, which we don't care about. We want rare or ultra rare birds, and that's the only thing we want. And at this point, I feel like we can be picky because I'm pretty sure we're in good shape. So it turns out there's normal, rare, rare, ultra rare, or extinct, which probably means you don't see them very much. That's fun, but I don't feel like gambling right now. I feel like making some money on a new day. So whatever I've done, I managed to set us up pretty good. That should be another $150 or so once everything rolls in there. 135. There we go. An ultra rare. A snow leopard gets you +3. Prey on adjacent ungulates. Success. 2 times the money of animals eaten. That would be cool if we had a predator build, but we don't. I do want to lark. Increase the appearance chance of rare ultra rares. So that's 20 animals, so every space is currently filled. The 4 flamingos are touching. Hopefully that's a good thing. But we're going to get a better chance of rare things as well. $155. I think I'm actually going to add a flamingo because I think we're going to remove a swan. Flamingos are going to be better than swans overall. And I've got 4 days to make $160. We might actually do this in a single day depending on how things land on the board. Should probably also get rid of the turkey because the turkey doesn't do much for us. It's here to be eaten. That's actually $160. I rolled the thing once and we didn't get anything. I have just realized we do have 2 alpacas on the board. So that sheep we did a while ago, it definitely turned into an alpaca, which is making us lots of money. And out of our box, we got Reborn Curse. Predators after eating 1 animal, there's a 20% chance of adding 1 animal type of the same low rarity. Okay, turkey's gonna go. That way we still filled nicely every space. But that thing was just waiting to be eaten, so it wasn't doing us any favors. We have over $1,000 for the first time. Look at that money rolling. There's $170. So even as it is, we're going to be okay for at least a few more days. There's $190. It's just going up. There's a muskox, which is rare, which we don't want. I didn't realize we're up to 5 flamingos by now. If we could just replace all the whitebirds with flamingos, we'd be doing well. We needed 960, we have 1,509, so we're actually getting further and further ahead. Now we need $1,500 in 8 days. I've re-rolled and we have an ultra rare. When only 1 type of animal is on the field, all animals +2. That's actually really big. We'd have to get rid of the llamas to do so. Instead of that, the magpie ability takes effect +1 extra. I hope that's per creature because that would actually be huge. Also, I'm going to put another puddle down because that's just going to be a magnifier for the swans. But I think if this is actually going to affect the magpie properly, what we just bought, that's going to be a large amount of money. So let's have a look in a second. What do we got? 56. Oh, we found another magpie. I don't know what this white booty creature is. Capreolus. Randomly sell adjacent ungulates for 2 to 5 times the value of the animal. That's kind of fun, but we're definitely getting a magpie. And we're going to sell the wild boar, who's been moonlighting here as a bird for a while. We still have 21, so something else has to go. We're going to remove a swan. That way, all the good creatures can show up every single day, and hopefully this is going to be a new record for earnings. And I suspect it might be. $64 so far. The 2 magpies is going to be a crazy amount of money. There's $200. Now I also want to find an extinct animal. We're clearly going to hit the 1,500 gold fairly soon, thanks to our bird empire. There's still a few we've only seen a few times, but we're making pretty consistently like $200 per round. So if we could get the magpie with the llama touching both sides, I think that would multiply the magpie by potentially 4 times. We did get 207. There's a rare bird. Peacock. Grant adjacent birds with 2 times their own money. If adjacent birds are all the same, it becomes 3 times. That's huge. Alright, we're going to get rid of the pigeon who needs other pigeons to do anything anyway. So the peacock's going down there, so we're going to have some big multipliers. That flamingo might actually pay pretty big. Something might pay pretty big. It's hard to understand what's going on, but there's $240 and we got another magpie. So we're going to remove another swan and this next day is going to be even bigger money. We've already hit our goal. I don't like it was just a shower of money every day. And eventually we might get rid of the llamas for just pure birds, but I'm not really sure what's going to be best for us. We are going to take a flamingo to replace one of the swans, but that was $260. Swans are going extinct. Because when all those swans sit together, especially with the alpacas sitting around them, $385 in a single turn. We love multipliers here on this channel. We're at 2,200 out of 1,500. Not sure if this one's going to be as big because the multipliers don't seem to be in the right places. Oh, I could be wrong. That's still 350. So we are $1,000 ahead of where we need. And apparently that's the end of it because this is the demo, which is really sad because I really wanted to keep going with that. So I'll be keeping an eye on this one.